This is Rod here again with RockJamGuitar, and today we're going to be talking about a Led Zeppelin song. It's called 10 Years Gone, okay? And we're really gonna be explaining about the intro of the song, and we're gonna break down into 3 parts. And the cool thing about those parts is that they really use those parts to play the verses and the chorus. So if you really know how to play the intro, you pretty much have a good chunk of the song down already. So let's get to it. So once again, we're gonna break this down here to 3 parts, and the very first part we're gonna be dealing with an A major chord. Then after that we're gonna be playing the open string on the B, 2nd fret on the G string, open string on the B, and then we're gonna be going through a different chord here. And let's just keep it simple and let's just deal with frets today, okay? So for this different chord here, we're gonna be playing open string on the E, 3rd fret on the B, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the D, and then 0 on the A. Okay, so that first part again. And then what he does on the recording, he just pretty much spells that chord. And then he finishes with a variation of the A major chord, but in a simpler way, just touching the 2nd fret of the D string and playing the 0 on the A. So that's the first part. And then he repeats that 4 times on the 2nd and on the 3rd time. Instead of just playing this part here, he pretty much does a little variation of that spelling on that chord there. So it would be a really good exercise for you guys out there to just use your ears and figure out by yourself. So for our second part here, we're going to be using an A major chord, an A flat diminished 7 chord, our E minor chord, D major 7 chord, and C major 7 chord. And let's go over the way to strum those chords here really quick, okay? So for the A major and the E flat diminished 7 chord, we're just going to be doing down, up, down, up. Then for the E minor, so down, up, so 4 times there. Same thing for the D major 7. And just 1 down for the C major 7. So once again. Okay, in between those chords, like when you're doing your transitions, if you want to do like a little kind of muted there, it's always sound good. How am I doing that? All that I'm doing, I'm lifting my fingers so I'm not pressing the strings against the fretboard anymore. So if I'm pressing against the fretboard, if I'm just touching the strings, so that's how I'm getting that sound. Okay, and after that chord progression, he does a little riff there that goes like this. Okay, so little by little here. 0 on the open string, open E string, 1st fret, 0 on the A, 3rd fret, 0 on the D, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and then 0 on the A string again. So for our third part here, we're going to start with an A chord, but we're just going to be dealing with the D string and the G string. So, and then after that, we're going to be placing our 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the G string. So, and then going back to that variation of the A. So, then after that we're gonna go with our first finger on the 4th fret of the G string, second finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and then we're gonna use our 3rd finger to press the 6th fret of the G string. So everything so far. And then after that we're gonna go back using our first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D string, and then we're gonna be adding a open A, going back to that same chord here, and then adding our pinky on the 4th fret of the G string, going back to that 2nd and 4th again, to our last part, which is going to be first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then we're going to be adding our 3rd finger to the 4th fret of the G string, and then A major again, open A, and it starts all over again. So everything from the beginning. So let's just talk about those chords that we're using, especially for that second part here really quick. We're using an A major chord, 0, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, okay? Then an E flat diminished chord with the 7. It's kind of a tricky one, so let's go a little slow on this one, a little slower. 6th fret on the A string, 7th fret on the D string, 5th fret on the G string, and 7th fret on the B string. Okay, then an E minor chord, which is 7th fret on the A string, 9th fret on the D, 9th fret on the G, 8th fret on the B string. Then a D major 7, which is going to be 5th fret on the A, 7th fret on the D, 6th fret on the G, and then 7th fret on the B, okay? And since this is a D major 7, and our next chord is a C major 7, well, we really have just a whole step apart of each other. So we can move the same shape, a whole step back, and now this one is going to become a C major 7 chord. Alright, so that was a little bit of Led Zeppelin for you guys. If you guys want to learn more about the song, if you guys want to learn the solo, I have no problem of making a video on that. So just make sure to send me a message or leave a comment down below, and I'll for sure record a video about that. Okay? So see you guys next time.